Well, guys, before I say anything in this video, there is something that I need to do. That is for Mr. David Haye. Today is March 3rd, 2017. From this day forward, there is nobody, and I mean nobody, who can speak ill to me about David Haye, who can down talk or say anything negative about David Haye. Nobody. What this man showed tonight, the heart he displayed, unbelievable, man. I am honored to have watched this man fight tonight. I had money on this man to win inside the distance. And I am not mad about losing the money, not one bit. Not one bit. I could care less. I got to see something special this evening. I did. If you hear anybody on YouTube or anywhere else speak ill of David Haye, say that his career is over, say that this man has lost it, that he is a loser, that he lost to a cruiserweight, a light heavyweight, that, just say anything negative about David Haye, do yourself a favor and immediately turn away, stop reading, stop watching, stop listening to whatever it is that is saying that garbage. This fight was, in the beginning, it was a disappointing snooze fest. I was sitting there saying to myself, you know what? Man, these guys had so much animosity. They talked up a good fight. You know, David Haye was looking he was looking a little old. He was looking not that fast. He could not catch Bellew. I don't know if it was the muscle. I don't know if it was a combination of muscle and age. I thought his midsection was looking a little big. You know, I just, he could not catch Bellew really flush. You know, when he did, he did at one point. I cannot remember. I did not take notes for this fight. I did not take notes. I did not judge this fight or any of the other fights I saw on this card. Okay, but it was like he could not find Bellew. Okay, like I said, I was not judging the fight, and Bellew seemed to be on his bicycle. He was staying on the outside after a couple of rounds. He did not want to engage. These guys had talked up the animosity in this big fight. And the sixth round happened. And in the sixth round, I can't remember at what point it was, but I think the two guys separated. And David Haye, I don't know exactly what the injury is, but he twisted his ankle, or maybe it was the Achilles or the knee. I don't know. I have no idea. But he got hurt, and you could see it. I could see it, okay? You could tell that something twisted. His leg buckled, and it did not look good. And the way he reacted right after, you knew that he was hurt. And what did this guy do? I want to say it was that same round. I think he got knocked down a couple of times. I don't even know how many times, but he went down a few times. He could barely get to his corner. He was in pain. Did this guy quit on his stool? No, he did not. David Haye got up and continued that fight for what? 5 more rounds, man. On a twisted ankle or whatever that was he had. The guy for the I think the 7th and the 8th round, mostly he was staying in the corner on the ropes, not moving much at all, kind of rope-a-doping Tony Bellew, The guy just stood there in pain, gutting it out, looking for a knockout punch. He did not quit in that fight, Tony Bellew, he wanted to capitalize. He tried to close the show. I don't know if he was gassing himself out, but he kind of stopped for a while. At one point, he was just kind of almost just looking at David Haye and not even trying to finish the fight. Like he had, and I'm like, you got a dead man there in front of you and you can't finish him off, But David Haye did not quit. He went back to his corner. He kept getting up off the stool. He did not say stop the fight. You know, the heart that this man displayed, man, is unbelievable. And nobody can ever take this shit away from David Haye. Nobody can take away. I know he was criticized with the Klitschko fight, talking about his toe and stuff. Telling you what David Haye did tonight. This man can never be criticized, man, for the heart that he displayed in this fight. When he could have easily quit, he could have told his coach, I can't finish, I can't go. My ankles messed up. He did not say that shit. He kept going. He kept getting up off the stool, and he went out to try to win that fight. You know, it's unbelievable. I am honored to have watched this fight tonight. I really am. You know, and the finish of the fight, I was not happy, man. I was not happy. I was, and some people might not agree with me, but this is another situation, man. Another British trainer throwing the towel. Now I give, what's the dude name, Shane McQuiggan. I give him credit. Okay, he did not stop the fight immediately when after the sixth round, or after the seventh round, or after the eighth round. Okay, he let the man go out there and continue to fight. Okay, at the end of the fight, Tony Bellew knocked David Haye down and out through the ropes. Okay, it was not a devastating looking, like it was not a Joe Smith Bernard Hopkins situation. He hit him with a shot. He was leaning up against ropes. Hit him with a shot. He went through the ropes. I'm saying to myself, look, he's going to try to get up. He is not going to stay down. Sure enough, David Haye was on the apron. This man was on a bum ankle, I'm assuming, and he was gutting it out, getting back in the ring to continue the fight, man. And what do I see? I see Shane McQuiggan standing in the corner with the damn towel flying in, and I jumped up off the couch and I screamed, why are you throwing the towel in? Don't throw the towel in, man. Why? Not because, I want to see, the man get massacred. It's not because of that. Not because, I'm sick or whatever. But David Haye, look, he for 5 rounds, and if he would have finished the fight, he would have finished the fight on 6 rounds, where this man did not quit, went out, just did not quit and finished the fight. Even if he had lost the fight, I don't know what the scorecards are going to be. I'm pretty sure probably Bellew winning on all the scorecards, okay? But still, for this man to have finished the fight in the condition that he was fighting in would have been such an honor, such a badge, And I thought he deserved it for the heart that he showed in that fight. I thought he should have been given every opportunity to finish that fight. His brains were not messed up, okay? The man, he got back in the ring. He was standing up, and I did not see him quitting or walking away. I think he would have continued that fight, okay? And Shane McQuiggan, I guess, wanted to save him and show mercy on David Haye. I wish he would not have. Do I understand why he did it? Yes, I do, okay? I'm not being insensitive. I understand why the man did it after David Haye had tried and tried for so many rounds, okay? And like I said, even with it being stopped, nobody can take away from David Haye, what he did tonight. The man is not a loser, in my opinion. There was no loser in this fight, okay? The man, even in a quote unquote losing effort was going to be on his record, he was a winner. Because people are going to remember that this man gutted it out with whatever injury is reported after this fight. They're going to say, man, this guy did not quit. He fought on for 5 rounds with a messed up ankle, Achilles, knee, whatever the situation is going to be, That is a true warrior and a true fighter's mentality. And this is why I made that video a couple of days ago when these assholes talking about, Kell Brook and his perfect record and him getting the loss and how it was foolish to fight a Triple G. What happened when Kell Brook fought Triple G? People gave him credit for taking on such a challenge and looking good in the fight, okay? People don't look at Kell as a loser. People look at him as hell. His profile elevated after that fight, okay? His name became bigger. People got more respect for Kell Brook, even in a losing effort, okay? And to me, the same should happen with David Haye. If I hear anybody say anything negative about David Haye, I'm telling you, I will stop the video immediately. I will not listen to what they have to say about David Haye. I will be tweeting this video to David Haye. I will be cheering him on. As I said, we should do these fighters, man, for putting on courageous efforts. You know, this is why being undefeated is not everything. Okay, what David Haye earned tonight is more valuable than an undefeated record. To show this kind of heart and courage in a fight, man. You know, the man did not quit. The man was trying to land that knockout punch, and hell, with the power that he has, I felt that he still had a chance. It was so dramatic to watch this fight. You know, I mean, the first five, 5.5 rounds, was not going well, but I tell you, the rest of that fight was filled with drama. You did not know what was going to happen. Was Haye going to survive? Was he going to get knocked out? Was he going to land a punch that knocked out Bellew? Like a comeback KO, injury KO, Hail Mary KO, it was you want to talk about a drama show. Shit, this was a drama show, man. you know I tell you, I am honored to have watched this fight, man. And like I said, I lost money on it. I do not even care, man. I do not care. uh David Haye, man, is a made man, in my opinion. He is a made man, and it was great to see the sportsmanship after the fight. After the build up to the fight, man. You know, this is what boxing should be, and what it should. This is what it should be all about, man. Great build up. Great drama during the fight and after the fight, man. There was no bitter aftermath. These guys were sportsmen, man. Holding up each other's arms and shit, man, hugging and just praising each other, man. That's what the game should be, man. It was perfect. My fight weekend was a little bit ruined with the Khabib and Tony Ferguson UFC fight dropping off, but this, man, this made up for it, man. This far exceeded the expectations. It really did. So, congrats to Tony Bellew, man. He pulled it out. If they have a rematch, it would be great. They were talking about it after the fight. Uh, if so, it would be awesome. Um, you know, but while Bellew won the fight, to me, David Haye he's even a bigger winner in my eyes, because he just displayed heart and courage that undefeated record cannot buy, money cannot buy. You got to earn that shit. You have to show it. You have to put it on the line, and this man did, man. And what was a bitter rivalry going into this fight, this man did not want to lose this fight in this way. He did not want to quit. He said after the fight it felt like he was in a Rocky movie, and he was right. This was his Rocky movie, man. This was unbelievable. Unbelievable. This might be the fight of the weekend. And I am honored to have watched this shit, man, live. I really am. Awesome. And on the rest of the card, I only saw two other fights, and really not two. I saw the Katie Taylor fight. The girl she fought was tough. She tried to hang in there, but at the end it was too much. This girl, she did not have any power. She was just basically a punching bag in there for Katie Taylor, man, who was teeing off on this girl. Too much volume, hands too fast, and she got this girl out of there. The ref, I don't know the ref for this fight, what his name is. I might have looked it up on BoxRec, but you want to talk about a gentleman, man. He was super close to these girls during this fight. He did not want these girls to get hurt, man. He was ready to step in at any time he had to. And when Katie Taylor knocked this girl down, she was like a 3-punch combo on the way down. And he was just so concerned for the girls who had such a big heart. He went over to her and he was like helping her up off the canvas. He wrapped his hands around her waist, and he was like pulling up in. I guess he realized what he was doing, and he kind of let his hands up, and then he started counting. And then when the girl got up, the fight could have continued, but he just went ahead and stopped it, which I'm really not even mad about because the girl was, she was not gonna win that fight. She was outclassed, and she just would have took more damage that she didn't have to take. So, but congrats to Katie Taylor and Paulie Malignaggi. His ass should have retired, man, long ago. He should have retired after the Danny Garcia fight. I did not see all this fight, but I just saw the end of the fight, and I saw the highlight where it looked like Malignaggi hit this guy with a 8 or 10 punch combo to the face unanswered. This guy had his hands down, and he could not get this guy down on the canvas. I think he buzzed him. At first, I think the guy was just kind of standing there and letting him hit him, or either he was just being stupid, with poor defense. But Paulie was wailing on this dude, man, and I think he buzzed him, but the guy did not budge to go down. The round ended, and Paul just no punching power, man. If he had power, this guy should have been down or seriously hurt. But at the end, Paulie got hit with a body shot that put him down, man, and he could not get up. He looked beat up, and then he came back and did commentary at the end of the card. Man, that was all I saw on the card, man. Paulie needs to retire. He definitely needs to retire. Man, I'm just in awe, man, and honored to have watched what David Haye did tonight, man. This guy is not a loser. He is a winner in my eyes, man. And he learned from the Klitschko fight. He did not. But when the guy asked him in the interview about the injury, what happened, he said, what, no excuses. What it is what it is. And he asked for the rematch, and I'm not mad at him for asking for the rematch. That wasn't sour grapes. I think that he would just like to know what would happen if he was not injured. But he gave Bellew his props. He was not bitter about it, and I salute David Haye, man. I really do. I hope I'm giving this man all the praise he deserves because he deserves it. Okay. And if I missed anything, guys, I will leave a comment in the comment section. You guys can let me know what you thought about these fights. Yeah, man. Again, David Haye. Thanks for being a true fighter, showing a true fighter spirit and not quitting, man. And, going out on your proverbial shield. I know you could have continued. I think you could have finished that fight, which would have been awesome. I wish, Shane McQuiggan, he kind of pissed me off with that towel. I wish he would not have done that and kind of ruined that for me. But I understand why he did it, but still, David Haye, man, you are the man, bro. That's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for watching.